everypony, Rosepal here. Welcome to another episode of Brony Culture Stories, the show where I talk about everything My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Today I have been joined by one of my fellow analysts from the Rift Cafe, and this is her first collab video she has taken part in. Please welcome Nikkers.
Hey everypony, I'm really excited to be here today.
Glad to have you here. Today we are going to discuss holidays and events in Equestria. Throughout this series we have seen loads of different events and holidays that all the ponies of Equestria take part and celebrate with their friends and family. The most notable events we have seen include the Summer Sun Celebration, Housewarming Eve, Winter Wrap-Up, Hearts and Hooves Day, the Equestria Games, and Nightmare Night. Most of these events either celebrate historical events that happened, like the founding of Equestria and the banishment of Nightmare Moon, or actual holidays themselves.
Well, for example, Housewarming Eve is what I believe is Christmas, and Nightmare Night is what can be referred to as Halloween. I wonder if they have an Easter event, or would Winter Wrap-Up be considered something similar, as they clean away all the snow and help the little animals? Something like we do at Easter time here?
That's a good point, Nikkers. Winter Wrap-Up is the event that welcomes the season of spring after all. Or we might be able to see a future episode where they have their version of Easter. I also consider Hearts and Hooves Day as their equivalent of Valentine's Day, and the Equestria Games as their equivalent of the Olympics. These events have Twilight, the main six, and all of their friends help out and enjoy the celebrations, whilst we have given the relatable moments to the episodes they are featured in. Like for example, in Lunar Eclipse, when Twilight helped Princess Luna fit into society after being banished for 1,000 years, we get them all about giving friendship to others, despite their appearances, and discovering a whole new pony underneath.
Other holidays in Equestria are just for fun too, like Hearts and Hooves Day, where we got to see Big Mac and Charlie make a fool of themselves, although they did have help with that. I wonder what other events and holidays we're going to see in the future. Will it be serious holidays, or are they just going to be fun, simple, silly ones, like St. Patrick's Day, April Fool's Day, and other things of that nature? You know, we've only really seen a couple of birthday party ones. I wonder if they celebrate the princesses' birthdays like the human world does for the queen.
I would like to see the MLP staff do that. I think they have the potential to write an episode about celebrating the birthdays of the princesses. The birthday episodes we have seen so far are Pinkie, Twilight, Spike, and Rainbow Dash. I would like to see more of the supporting characters celebrating their birthdays, like the CMC or Discord. I also would like to see an episode where the certain Lord of Chaos, turned new friend in the main six, celebrate his first holiday like Heartwarming Eve. And then we could have a more about giving to others and spending time with your friends and loved ones. What do you think, Nikkers? What would you like to see?
There's always an excuse to celebrate cupcakes. I would very much support your idea with Discord. He is my favorite villain. Well, I guess he's kind of like an anti-villain now. Nonetheless, I would love to do something like world holidays. For example, Day of the Dead. Although this is a holiday that some people might feel inappropriate for a show like My Little Pony, it also gives a great opportunity to introduce new things and subject matter in a friendly environment that opens up a lot of discussion not only for the My Little Pony community, but for parents with younger children who have questions.
Interesting ideas, Nikkers. I like them. Now, let's talk about the events that had a single mention in an episode, or maybe have the potential to be expanded upon or haven't mentioned in the series this far. Here are a few examples. The Sisterhood Social we have seen in Season 2, we saw Applejack and Applebloom and Rarity and Sweetie Belle compete in a sisterly competition. We could have an episode where Rainbow Dash and Scootaloo take part in the competition, as continuing the story from Sleepless in Ponyville about their sister-type bond. And in one of the chapter books I have heard, Pinkie Pie and the Rocking Pony Palooza Party, there was a story about Pinkie throwing a musical rock concert to help her family's rock farm. I would love to see an episode where a concert has been shown in Equestria, with the possibility of featuring Sapphire Shores and the Ponytones, and maybe performances with the other main six, Discord, Trixie, Cheese Sandwich, and all of their friends in the concert. What do you think, Nikkers? And any other ideas
There's
you may have?
always room for more Luna, Nightmare Night. I think they could go back and show us what happened on the first Nightmare Night. We ultimately know where the origins come from, but we don't know when the first one actually happened, or who the ponies were that started the tradition, or anything of that matter. And honestly, I would love it if they made an episode based off the movie Hocus Pocus. It's just one of my favorite Halloween movies. Anyways, I've seen a lot of fan stuff done with the same concept, and I think the writers should take note, because I think it would be really awesome.
I would love to see them try. I also would like to see the origins of the Crystal Fair, as it was covered in the Crystal Empire. And we haven't seen the origins of the Crystal Empire like the original founders of the Crystal Empire, as I have read in the Journal of the Two Sisters, but in more detail. I also would like to see the equivalent of Armed Forces Day, as we haven't seen the event featuring the Wonder Balls, and their amazing stunts and flying displays.
That's true. We know why they were founded, but there hasn't been much else said about it, so it'd be really fun to see the ponies celebrate them. Maybe something like a Remembrance Day. That's what us Canadians do to honor the veterans, and considering they're sort of the part of Royal Guard in a way, I can see how that would fit. It might be wonderful to see, but then it makes me think, would they keep it lighthearted or would they make it more deep and meaningful? Definitely something to look into.
Let's see. What other events we would like to see? How about an episode where they go to a convention of some sorts? Like a Daring Do Con, and maybe they will encounter her again? Or maybe witness an event in one of the new locations they would encounter in Season 5? Say, Meritonia?
I'm not sure how I feel about the Daring Do thing. I could give her a taker myself, but as for doing a convention type event in My Little Pony, that definitely amuses me. It makes me think that it would turn out like Testing 1, 2, 3 and be a lot fan stuff dubbed into it. Well, we could just make a brand new holiday. That would be kind of fun too.
I think we have come up with loads of great ideas. So, I think to wrap up, why don't we discuss what's our favourite holiday and events of Equestria? Which is your favourite event, Nikkers?
Nightmare Night Today is definitely my favorite My Little Pony holiday, and in the humor world as well. But Christmas has got a soft spot too. I like giving things, and technically on both holidays you kind of get to do that.
My favourite event of Equestria is Heartwarming Eve, because the way the ponies celebrate with their loved ones as well as learning about the history of Equestria is so heartwarming. And that is why Christmas in our world is my favourite holiday.
So it kind of comes down to sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting till Season 5 comes out. So until then, I hope everyone has a fun and great Merry on birthday.
Well, thank you very much for watching, and special thanks to Nikkers for coming in to help with our awesome discussion. Be sure to stop by her channel for some more of her awesome content. And this is Rose Pal and Nikkers saying, see you later, every pony.